This video is on top anime movies. First one is A Silent Voice. This movie tells the heartwarming tale of Shouya's reunion with Shouko, whom he bullied in childhood, and his honest attempts to redeem himself, all while being continually haunted by the shadows of his past. Second one is Your Name. Story revolves around Mitsuha and Taki's actions where they yearns each other lives, and one day strange phenomenon happens. They switch into each other bodies, which begin to have a dramatic impact on each other's lives, weaving them into a fabric held together by fate and circumstance.
三つ葉、四つ葉、結びって知っとるか？糸をつなげることも結び。人をつなげることも結び、時間が流れることも結び、全部神様の力や。わしらの作る組紐もせやから、神様の技、時間の流れそのものを表しとる。より集まって形を作り、ねじれて絡まって、時には戻って途切れ、またつながり。あ、彗星。
Third is Spirited Away. Stubborn, spoiled, and naive, 10-year-old Chihiro Ogino is less than pleased when she and her parents discover an abandoned amusement park on the way to their new house. This is a story of Chihiro's journey through an unfamiliar world as she strives to save her parents and return home.
I'm dreaming! Come on, wake up! I'm see-through!
Don't be afraid. I'm Master Haku.
No!
I just want to help you.
No!
In worlds seen and unseen, where spirits are transformed and sorcerers rule.
The witch Baba controls you by stealing your name. If you completely forget it, you'll never find your way home.
Your name belongs to me now.
One girl's future depends on her judgment.
Aren't you getting wet out there? I'll leave the door open for you.
Her courage.
It's Haku! He's hurt! Haku! Haku! This way!
Her loyalty.
Haku helped me before. Now I want to help him. Everyone, I need my shoes and clothes, please.
And remembering one thing above all else.
I want you to know my real name. It's Chihiro.
Walt Disney Studios presents a Studio Ghibli film. Experience a magical movie phenomenon embraced by all the world.
Let's go!
This fall, prepare to be spirited away.
Fourth one is House Moving Castle. That jumbled piece of architecture, that cacophony of hissing steam and creaking joints, with smoke billowing from it as it moves on its own. That castle is home to the magnificent wizard Howl. And this girl Sophie gets
From
tangled in
master
adventure with
filmmaker
castle and
Hayao
wizards, so Sophie
Miyazaki,
must accompany Howl
the
and a myriad of
director of the
eccentric
Academy
companions,
Award-winning
ranging from a powerful
Spirited
fire
Away.
demon to a
That
hopping
is ancient
scarecrow in his
sorcery.
living castle, on
Quite
a dangerous
powerful, too.
adventure as a raging war tears their kingdom apart.
This summer, experience the epic tale of a young woman transformed by a mysterious curse.
That's really me, isn't it?
An enchanted moving castle,
This is a magic house.
and the one wizard powerful enough to set her free.
This charm will guarantee your safe return.
Walt Disney Studios presents a Studio Ghibli production of a Hayao Miyazaki film.
Hold on.
This June, journey to amazing new worlds
Find me in the future!
aboard Howl's Moving Castle.
This is both children. Hannah, a hardworking
true.
college student,
Every
falls
word of
in love
it.
with a mysterious man who attends one of her
Maybe you'll
classes,
laugh
though
when I
he is
tell
not
you.
an actual student.
Or write
As it
off a
turns
fairy
out,
tale.
he is not truly human either.
Couldn't
On
possibly
a
be
full
true.
moon night, he transforms, revealing that
how
he
could
is
it?
the last werewolf alive. Despite this,
Back then,
Hannah's love remains
Mom was a
strong,
student at
and
a
the two
national
ultimately
university in
decide
Tokyo.
to start a family. Wolf Children is the heartwarming story about the challenges of being a single mother in an
Excuse me?
unforgiving modern world.
Slip. I could grab one for you.
Don't bother. I'm not a student here. 5 people live in that one, and there, just 2. Some families have money, some don't. It'd be nice to have a home, a place where I belong.
I could belong there too, if you don't mind the company.
Hana,
Yeah?
there's something I have to tell you.
I'm listening. My mother knew the world was full of mysteries, but his heart wasn't one of them. Into the world as the snow fell outside. The following spring, my little brother was born. Your daddy was special. He was truly one of a kind. If you could only be one thing, would you be people or wolves? I want you to have that choice. This is our new home.
Oh, she's the one who just moved in up there, isn't she?
How long do you think she'll last?
I feel like I'm making it up as I go. Hame, what happened?
What a baby! If a wild boar ever messed with me, I'd beat it up.
Have you run into one?
Uh-huh. I peed all over him to show him his
Yuki.
books.
It's been years now, but she said the time had passed as though in a dream or a fairy tale. To Mom, it had been.
Sixth is I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. A story about the aloof protagonist, a bookworm who is deeply detached from the world he resides in. He has no interest in others and is firmly convinced that nobody has any interest in him either. His story begins when he stumbles across a handwritten book, titled, Living with Dying. He soon identifies it as a secret diary belonging to his popular, bubbly classmate Sakura Yamauchi. She then confides in him about the pancreatic disease she is suffering from and that her time left is finite. Seven.
ことをしてるのが楽しいの。二人の距離に。どうしたの？
それ人と関わるべき
死ぬまで仲良くしてね。
君はさ、本当に死ぬの？
まだ名前はない。
劇場アニメ
君の膵臓を食べたい。2018年9月1日公開。
Seventh is Grave of Fireflies. As World War II reaches its conclusion in 1945, Japan faces widespread destruction in the form of American bombings, devastating city after city. Hotaru no Haka, also known as Grave of the Fireflies, is the story of Sita and his sister Setsuko, 2 Japanese children whose lives are ravaged by the brutal war. They have lost their mother, their father, their home, and the prospect of a bright future, all tragic consequences of the war.
Firefly. have said to raise you from the dead. Oh, could I be the sky on the 4th of July? Well, you do enough talk, my little hawk. Why do you cry? Tell me, what did you learn from the Tillamook burn or the 4th of July? We're all gonna die.
なんでホタルすぐ死んでしまうん？
Eighth one is weathering with you. Tokyo is currently experiencing rain showers that seem to disrupt the usual pace of everyone living there to no end. Amidst this seemingly eternal downpour arrives the runaway high school student Hodaka Morishino, who struggles to financially support himself, ending up with a job at a small-time publisher. At the same time, the orphaned Hina Amano also strives to find work to sustain herself and her younger brother. Ninth Paprika, the world of dreams can be an incredible window into the psyche, showing one's deepest desires, aspirations, and repressed memories. One hopeful tech lab has been developing the DC Mini, a device with the power to delve into the dreams of others. Atsuko Chiba and Kosuke Tokita have been tirelessly working to develop this technology with the hopes of using it to deeply explore patients' minds and help cure them of their psychological disorders. Tenth Children of the Sea. Meanwhile, an unexplained anomaly is occurring all over the world. Fish are disappearing. Thus begins a marine adventure of boys and girls to captivate all the senses.
見たの？小さい頃光になって消えるとこ。
すべて我々が追っている祭りの予兆というべきだろう。
祭りの本番が始まる。